Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of r/Battlestation, where I go through this week's most liked battle stations on the subreddit r/Battlestation. So let's get started. Alright, coming in at the first spot in the show today. This is in no specific order, obviously. Just whatever's first on this subreddit comes first, is Shannon Max 5 with this super clean setup right here. A single monitor setup with some orange tones. I love these PC cases that are all glass on the sides and front. I think they look super cool. I was just talking to one of my friends about this, how you can fit more fans in there and you can see all the LED lights in the fans much easier than if they were on this front right here facing this back wall, like how this one's positioned here. But if there was three up here, you wouldn't be able to see them as easy as you see them right here. So I really like cases like this. This mouse is super clean. I love when the the keyboards have the letters underneath the keypads instead of on top. I think it makes it look super cool because it looks like you're just typing without even knowing what all of the different keys are. And this is a simple mouse too, but overall this is a super clean first setup that we're looking at over here by Shan Max. Next is this simple laptop setup with a rooster, a one-legged rooster it looks like. I don't know how that happens, but just a simple laptop with a nice, I think that's a EYOSO gaming keyboard. I got one of those off Amazon for $20, and then a gaming mouse. So I wonder if this is his work from home setup as well as gaming setup. Maybe the rig is hidden somewhere else and he didn't take a picture of, and he just wanted to get a picture of this chicken on his desk. Who knows? But let's move on to the next one. Whoa, this one is super cool. I think the background ties in awesome with the whole office, and the backsplash you have here with these two photos making it obviously symmetrical is awesome. How there's the same amount of weight on this side of the desk as there is this side of the desk. Shelves on both sides. Everything up top is symmetrical as well. This must be a very ADD person. The speakers white with the white accents and the white and the wood. Everything about this, the color scheme is awesome. My one nitpick is I would have a different background on these computer monitors. It looks kind of weird having the same background on all three, but that's just a small little thing that I would obviously takes no time at all to change. But yeah, I think the whole weight, the whole symmetry, the color scheme, everything in this setup is awesome. And I can't tell if it's for a boy or a girl, but I guess it's a pretty gender neutral setup. So moving on to the next one is this sweet setup. Sorry I'm not shouting out names, guys. This one is by Accomplished Bus, the chicken one. This one is Terraflux, this cool green one, and then this next one we're going to is by No Skin 6293. And this one's like a futuristic setup. This looks like out of a magazine. Like if you were to take a picture from a IKEA magazine, like futuristic tech setups of someone's gaming room, this is what I would imagine it to look like. Everything is color schemed with a white and black theme with this white harsh light in the background. And I love these square tiles you have behind your setup. I have some black ones behind mine as well. And I just love the texture it gives to the space. I also love what you did here with your cable management, because that is not easy to do or hide. It takes a bunch of time for sure to run all those cables in a nice cable sleeve like that to make sure they're all hidden away. So I think you did an awesome job with that as well. The speaker placement, they're on their own speaker stands as well. You got your own little rest right there for your hand. Nice gaming mouse. Again, everything is color coordinated. You even got some figures over in the bottom right hand corner that I saw that are pretty neat, just sitting there as a decorative piece. I always like to see a bunch of cool knickknacks and decorations around some setups, so this is definitely one of the cooler ones we've seen today, I think. Here, a setup by Legitimate Rest 9108. Just a simple work from home setup, it looks like. Do a little bit of multitasking, a little bit of gaming. It's got his gaming rig to the side here. That is quite the rig. Look at that thing right there. Even got the RGB RAM. That's how you know it's super fast. And it's got LCD screens, I think, on his fans, or maybe those are just stickers. I can't really tell. But nevertheless, this is a pretty cool PC, but the setup is kind of lackluster a little bit. I'm surprised it has... Oh, it's got 0 upvotes. I don't know how it's that high up. This is a super clean setup that I think anyone would be proud of. The one thing that's throwing me off is this picture right here. Why isn't this just a black picture frame with a black photo? It would tie so much better with the space, but nevertheless, the whole theme is awesome. These old retro speakers look awesome on these speaker stands. Everything's symmetrical, which I love. The one thing I would recommend is getting a big mouse pad for your keyboard to sit on, because I don't know, it just looks weird when I see setups with small keypads like this one right here. But nevertheless, that is a pretty cool setup. I don't know why I was so far zoomed out right there, but zoom back in and go to the next one. So this one was by Coletos, and this next one is by Satina Nix. And ooh, they got a pretty cool backsplash. I've never seen one of those before. That looks maybe 3D printed or something. And again, here's a whole huge mouse pad. Have your keyboard on it and mouse. It doesn't look like they have any kind of specific color scheme going. They have some plants in the background and some gold on their PC and behind in their backdrop. But for the most part, this is pretty much thrown together with an old, looks like Goodwill donated monitor and an old Razer mechanical keyboard, a super old one looks like, and some old dingy mouse. The computer tower looks pretty big. It looks like it might have something pretty powerful in it. This looks like a Wi-Fi jammer or Wi-Fi Bluetooth signal extender, maybe to get a better signal. Maybe the computer does not have Wi-Fi capabilities. Maybe this is to make it have Wi-Fi capabilities. But yeah, pretty simple, kind of lackluster, super old monitor. Not really my thing. This is way too crammed for me, honestly. It doesn't look good. There's too much going on. It doesn't look very tidy. It's a bad use of space in my opinion. I think there's a lot better ways to go about doing a setup like this from out at me 92. And then last but not least, we have this setup by Single Ad 851, and this backdrop is awesome. This plant thing up here is awesome. The shelves filled are awesome. Everything's symmetrical. Got the same amount of weight, almost a little bit less over here, more over here. But again, no big mouse pad, which I don't like, but that's okay. 2 speakers facing in optimal direction, cool. But the whole theme and coziness of this setup is really, really awesome. I would like to see one more big monitor up here maybe, and then a wider screen down here, rather than just the one single monitor. That has been a big theme today, single monitors. But going back to my favorite setup for today, we're gonna have to go between these two, but it's going to have to be this guy, just because of how simple and warming it feels to sit down on this on a Sunday evening and play some Minecraft. Rather, when you're sitting in this battle station, you have to be playing some Cyberpunk or some Call of Duty, and at 15 in sensitivity, and just running around the map as fast as you can. While this, I just pictured some slow Minecraft farming, and that seems a lot more chill to me right now at this moment. So this is the winner today, Terraflux, for the Reddit r/Battlestations challenge for today or this week. Terraflux won it with my cozy space post on r/Battlestations subreddit. So that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you saw a few cool setups and enjoyed this episode. So again, guys, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. If you like this video from me and want to check out others, then check out this one where I turn a keyboard into a bad USB that can emulate keystrokes. So again, guys, thanks for watching this video, and catch you in the next one.